Have some fun now. You can also snag great seats to a very magical adventure. Into the Woods is at Playhouse Square for about 2 more weeks, and we welcome Lisa, Helmi, Johansson, and I got to tell you, it's so nice to see you.
Well, thanks. It's so great to be here.
Yeah, so you're Little Red Riding Hood?
And Rapunzel.
And Rapunzel. So how do we have 2 characters in the same play? How does this thing work?
Well, there's a couple of different characters who are dual cast.
So
one actor plays multiple roles. And actually, there's some of the guys in the play actually have 3 roles that they play that are all very different from each other. And what's kind of neat about and unique about our production is that we often utilize very simple props to make the quick distinctions from character to character. So you saw a little bit really briefly there, that
is Rapunzel's hair.
That is Rapunzel's hair. That's my hair there, and my cape that you can see that kind of is the distinction between when I'm Rapunzel and Little Red. On top of course, their stories being different from each other and they're pursuing different things as we go along.
It's really a unique production too, because we see the musicians on stage with the actors.
We are the musicians.
We are the musicians.
Part of the concept of this show is that no sound, no character, no nothing is not made by someone who is not on stage. So everything comes from us. Oh yeah, there I am on a ladder, as you can see. We also utilize.
How's that feel to watch yourself?
This is awesome. I haven't seen this. Oh, look how beautiful that is.
So, you know, I was saying earlier that this is like a show for all ages, and you know, kids understand these stories, but it's really a conglomeration of many stories put into one thing.
Absolutely. There are characters from fairy tales that grow up hearing about.
So you recognize it as it's going along?
A bit, yeah. Like, for instance, with Jack and the Beanstalk, with Little Red Riding Hood and Cinderella. These are all characters that you grew up knowing and loving. But there are a few characters that Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine created for this show who, in my opinion, kind of represent people that might be a little bit more relatable to, you know, everyday folks.
Not so fantastical.
Exactly.
Yeah, a little
people
more
working normal jobs who have very understandable wishes and desires for their life. You know, the baker and the baker's wife, they want a child, you know, and so they end up getting wrapped up in this fantastical adventure that ends up kind of being a little bit more than they bargained for in pursuit of that wish. But the story overall is a brilliantly written musical that is about, you know, what you wish, which is something that everyone can relate to, but sometimes what happens when you get what you want in a way that you may not have realized.
Be careful what you wish for, right?
Indeed.
I love the idea that the tickets are so available for this too. I think they've got some tickets for this show, $10 tickets that you can get. So I mean, this,
oh man, snatch them up.
Yeah, snatch them up. Into the Woods. It's now through January 29th at the Connor Palace, Playhouse Square. How beautiful is that place?
Oh, it's gorgeous, and the houses have been incredible. We've been stunned by how welcoming Cleveland's been so far.
It's a great time to take the kids down there, get some of those $10 tickets, see Playhouse Square, experience Playhouse Square. It's fantastic. 216-241-6000. You are a beautiful young lady.
Well, thank you, sir.
And your hair doesn't look like Rapunzel's today.
No, not quite.
You're a little more like Little Red Riding Hood today, right?
I guess, but I still got a little bit of the blonde going, you know, but I guess
go.
I thankfully am not quite as stringy as Rapunzel.
Well, you're looking good. Great show.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
More New Day Cleveland right after this.